Liverpool 2, Porto 0. 1 foot, possibly, into the next stage, into the semi-final. I don't want to get too gassed, too ahead of it. But first of all, Liverpool fans, enjoy this. Enjoy it. We're possibly going to the semi-final of the Champions League, and we're going for the title. That's madness. You know how long it's taken us to get to this stage where we're competing? Like, me personally, regardless of how the outcome of this season is, I've enjoyed this ride. I want to keep going and we'll keep riding that wave. And Klopp, you're the guy who's brought this to that club, to this club, and we're boosted and happy. So what I want to say to the fans is enjoy it. Because today was a professional performance. That's probably the word I'll go for, because I didn't feel at any stage of this game that Liverpool were going to lose this game. That's how I felt. I don't know about you. Even before the game, all the predictions were coming in. People were saying, you know, like your 3-1s, your 2-0s, and all this kind of stuff. People were feeling very confident going into it, and I think we did the job on them. To be fair,
I thought we were getting caught. I know I'm normally the pessimist. I actually thought we were going to win today, and I did think we were going to win, and we did win, so which is happy. But I did feel that they were causing us too many problems. You know, there was a few times they had chances. So it's not like we were there saying, oh, it's plain sailing or it was chilling. Mm-hmm. It wasn't as comfortable as I would have liked today, and I felt that they caused us problems. So going away from home at 2-0, I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, it's breeze, it's a cakewalk, because it's not. I don't think it is. But if they're going to play like that away from home, they're obviously going to be boosted when they go home. So I don't think it was as plain sailing as people are making out all over social media. But it's nice to be 2-0 up going into a second leg.
Yeah, but they didn't really, apart from the few chances, the 2 chances they probably had.
Mate, come on, they had a chance right at the beginning of the game. Yeah. They had a chance. They had 2 chances. I could just that Marega had off the top of my head. They had another couple of half chances. It's not like they did nothing. Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's what worries me.
But then compared to what we had, we had tons as well. Do you know what I mean? So
tons. We had chances. Like I said, listen, I'm not hating or anything like that. I'm buzzing because it's 2-0 and it is potentially a step in the right direction towards the semi-final, which will mean that over 2 years it's been a Champions League final, a top 4 finish. We should get a top 4 finish. I think mathematically we've got a top 4 finish, so that's obviously we have, because the team below us are 20 points below. So that's another top 4 finish and looks like another semi-final at least, which would be nice. So I think that shows progression, and that's backing up your point. As Liverpool fans, that's all we've wanted, is a bit of consistency and progression, and we're getting that. So it's a nice position to be in.
You mentioned about Marega. Now, luckily he was shit, bro. He was causing havoc, he was causing problems, but when it counted, he fluffed his lines, basically. Do you know what I mean?
That's hard. I mean, listen, he's not shit, man. Look at...
Really?
That's what I'm saying. Look how many times he got in against Van Dijk.
That's what I said. No.
Listen. He made runs off of Van Dijk's shoulder today, twice. Twice he did that. So I don't know what game you watching. I don't know how, but really giving me really. He made runs off his shoulder twice today, and that's someone that we go on as if he's too much. Not a lot of people have done that this season. So yeah, he's worked the goalkeeper. You said earlier when there was a chance, you said, the least thing, Salah, when he's tried to slot it, and you said the least you can do is work the goalkeeper, hit the target. Well, that's what he's done. 9 times out of 10 he hit the target today.
So you're saying about Van Dijk. Van Dijk had a sick game today. No. Van Dijk, you obviously disagree with me, obviously, because you're sighing, but for me, Van Dijk, once again, was Rolls Royce. Some of the stuff that he was doing today was just artwork, bruv. He's literally just painting art back there. So, all I'm saying is that Marega, he caused problems, but luckily for us, some of his finishing was off. Alisson, big boy save. You need to, because people sometimes forget about him in the sticks there. That save was great at the time they came in, right?
Yeah, but that goes back to the point that for your centre forward, when you're your lone striker, you're asked to play against arguably the best defender in the world, as everyone's saying, and you're playing against him and you're causing problems and you're getting shots off and you're working the goalkeeper. You can't ask for much more than that from your centre forward. Yeah, you could ask him to score, but you said it yourself before. You said it a couple of times today. In those positions, you want to see our strikers working the goalkeepers, which we weren't able to do. That one that came over from Firmino when he's hit it over, not working the goalkeeper. Salah, when he's gone through 1-on-1 and he's put it wide, he's not working the goalkeeper. So my point is, I think it's easy to dismiss someone like Marega. I thought he was causing a lot of problems today.
Which I said.
To a defender who's as good as everyone goes on that Van Dijk is, he caused Van Dijk problems today. As far as I'm concerned, that's my opinion.
All right, so we'll leave it at that. We both obviously disagree on that, and that's where we want your views to come in. And who do you agree with? Because obviously I saw it differently. I'm not saying that he didn't cause havoc. Before the game started, Lovren, he was now I see a lot of people at the moment as well. I guess, debating over his performance today. Some people are seeing Lovren had a perfect performance. Some people are saying he had a dodgy performance. But him starting this game, what was that about for you? Because I was a bit confused by that.
Well, obviously, we don't see someone like him train every day. So that's one thing I'm not going to turn around and say that he shouldn't be, because obviously he needs to, and there needs to be some form of rotation, and Matip played a lot of games. But excuse me, he looks unfit to me. He looks like he looks like he's treading. He looks like he's in treacle sometimes. He can't turn as quickly as his decision making, and maybe that's because we're spoiled because we're watching Matip play as well as he has been, and Van Dijk is Van Dijk. But as a few times today, I'm looking at him thinking when someone gets a slight run on him, I mean, obviously I know I'm not blessed with pace, but I also know that if I'm not blessed with pace, I know that I don't want to be getting caught flat-footed up the pitch in those situations there. So I just thought today he just looked like he looks off it, and it looks sluggish. And I wasn't convinced. I know he did a few good things today, which is obviously kept a clean sheet, which we haven't done for a while. So on that side of it, fair. But I'm just saying he looked very, very slow and off it.
Because the thing is, the reason I mention that is because a lot of people are actually debating and arguing with themselves, saying, "Oh, really? You felt Lovren had a bad game?" All this kind of stuff. And I agree with you on this one. I think he just looked a bit off the pace. But he did, like you said, he did do some good things.
And it is difficult to come in if you haven't played for a while to come in and be expected to just hit the ground running. It's difficult, but again, at this level, at this stage of the season, it's allowed us to rest Matip, to get him fresh, get Gomez one game closer, and we've been in a position to rest Wijnaldum as well. So from those side of it, it's a nice position. Robertson will be back in
for Sunday as well, yeah.
But I just look at it and I thought to myself, if you're Lovren, and if I'm being honest with myself as a Liverpool fan, I'm thinking it could be the end for him. Lallana probably could be curtains. Origi, Sturridge. I like Origi, but personally, he needs to go because it's not fair on someone like him in his career.
Who's actual striker as well.
He's a forward, and he does well from out wide. And I know he's had loan spells and he hasn't gone and really taken it to the next level. But he's 24. He's 24 years old. We talk about these young English players need to get games. Loftus-Cheek needs to be playing. Everyone's quick to say that, but Origi ain't playing. Fact. Sturridge ain't playing. And at 24 years old, he needs to be playing football.
Moving on to the midfield trio. Now, it actually for me worked very well. This whole releasing Henderson to go into more of an attacking position, leaving Fabinho. Fabinho's tackling today was like Mascherano on juice. That's what I thought in terms of defensively. He made a few in terms of attacking wise. I thought that Fabinho lost possession a few times, got caught. But defensively, I thought he was actually immense. Obviously, you're saying you disagree with me again on that.
Please put some respect on Mascherano's name, please. Well, that guy's Mascherano. I've not seen someone tackle like him for a hot minute.
So what are you trying to say?
That this guy Fabinho was not in that's not a Mascherano type defender. I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
Let us know what you think. We obviously disagree again.
I don't know what game you've been watching,
bruv. This is what I'm saying. Right? So you're telling me, you did not think Fabinho had a good game today?
No, I'm not saying he didn't have a good. Defensively, he made some good tackles.
That's what I'm saying.
But you can't be put. Did you go around and say, "Oh yeah, that was Mascherano"? Come on, man. I don't know. Bro.
We're disagreeing today a lot, bro.
I don't know what gas you're on today. I don't know what hype you're on today, but you need to just chill out.
Okay, I'm interested to see what the comments and the views on this because I thought he was immense today defensively. Keita, 2 out of 2. What are you saying?
Yeah, it's good to see him scoring goals, man. It's good. And today, the performance-wise, he actually looked a lot more comfortable today.
And he's doing them dribbles through his
that's confidence. I think that comes with confidence. That comes from playing and being trusted. But on the flip side to that, that is obviously where Shaqiri is not as confident as he's going to be. Because that guy, well, talk about doing it to the guy's life. It's like, hey, bro, come on. Get ready, quick, hurry up. Man got ready, quick, fast. Oh shit, my G, it's the whistle's gone so loud. My bad.
They're definitely doing it to Shaqiri's life.
Something isn't right. Something isn't adding up.
When I saw him come out, I was like, oh yeah, Shaqiri's finally gonna give it a go. I was like, no, he's not. So I don't know what they're doing to him. And the final one on the trio was Henderson. Now that through ball, bro. Jesus, perfection. And he's the ball that was the goal that was disallowed from Mane. That was Henderson's delivery. And he was good today. I think he was very good today.
And maybe I think he said it himself that he had a word with the manager to say he wants to be playing up the pitch, and there's a reason for that because his intensity it does help. He helps us get that press, with the front three. So yeah, hats off to him because lately he's been playing very very well. And now it's almost like, well, how can you drop him? That's the thing. The point I want to make is I keep seeing these pundits saying about VAR is one thing we need to talk about.
We need to talk about that.
And the other thing is this Salah red card. Now, listen, all I'm saying is that you could see that what he was trying to do, he's trying to get his leg over, get his body in the way, right? He's executed it poorly, right? And it doesn't look the best. Granted, it doesn't look the best, yeah? But to turn around to be like, oh, that should be a red card. Did you not see what Fernandinho was doing to Kane? And everyone's just going to let that one slide.
My hand's elbowing him in his head.
Fernandinho's doing wrestling WWE elbow drops. And as soon as he's going to get up, he's put his head back down and said, yeah, chill, you chill down there, my G. So I'm just, listen, like, let's just, come on. Just get some perspective on what's going on here.
First of all, Robbie Savage has been commentary, bro.
Savage, man.
Who's giving him that job? Seriously. And they're gone, VAR. What is happening here? What is going on? What is going on here? Tell me about VAR. I don't get it. You're trying to tell me that Trent why did he even go to VAR? My man Alisson has made a save and is going out to the corner flag and he's hit his hand within 0.2 seconds and they're going to VAR for what?
And he's looking the other way. And I'm sorry, Danny Rose, that's not a penalty for me. That's not a penalty for me. That in the Tottenham game, that's not a pen for me. Manchester United penalty against PSG, for me, not a penalty. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Liverpool fan. I just don't think that's a penalty. And if you start looking at those as penalties and you start taking those to VAR, we're fucked. It's effed. Because before it used to be, is it deliberate, anything deliberate? Now it's just handball. Well, if that's the case, and then you got to apply VAR all over the pitch and not just in penalty boxes. There's got to be some level of consistency.
I don't get it.
Because Trent isn't a handball. Shouldn't even have gone to VAR. And I felt sorry for Danny Rose because at that stage, what you're trying to do is you're trying to make a block. And to make a block, you can't slide and get any elevation with your hands by your side. It's not possible. Physically, it isn't possible. So I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm all for technology in sport. I'm a big cricket fan. I'm all for technology in sport. It works with the review system and that sort of stuff. It works in tennis. It works in other sports. But we need to find a way to make this work for football. Because at the moment, I ain't convinced. I'm sorry.
And then to add on top of that, yeah, and then you had Son's goal, which to me looks like his hand is clearly offside. His arm, should I say, is offside. And if you're using VAR, how is VAR?
If Mane's offside for being his head was offside, then Son's arm was offside. That's my problem. VAR should eradicate any ambiguity. As far as I'm concerned, it should be saying, right, okay, that's offside. So if it's offside here, it's offside there. So if Mane's offside, if Mane's goal was offside because his head or a part of his body was offside, then I'm not sure why Son's isn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. If I am missing something, please, I'm all for it. An explanation would make me sleep easy. I'm telling you because I'm confused at the minute. But I just think that it's not giving you any clarity, which is what it was supposed to do. VAR was supposed to give the referees the evidence that they need to make a concise decision and the right decision to eradicate shockers, is what they say, don't they? To get rid of shockers. Now, for me, given Rose's handball is a shocker, and to give Mane offside and to not give Son offside, it was a shocker then, isn't it? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my opinion of it. And at the moment, it's not making things black and white. It's making a bigger grey area in between.
So let's wrap this up. So first of all, man of the match. Who would you have for the man of the match?
My man of the match would probably be, I'd say, Keita. I just think from everything that he's done, from what he's been through, yeah, he wasn't perfect. By far, he wasn't perfect, but I think from what he's been and his performance today, it was standout. Him or potentially Henderson, I'd probably say.
Yeah, I was going to say Henderson. Henderson for me was man of the match. All of his stuff that he was doing in the game, his intensity, his delivery, his selection of passes was good, and he was going forward. That's what we always ask for Henderson. So I'll probably go on far as to say Henderson. Mane, Salah, good performances. Salah, once again, he's still causing havoc. Some of the decision making, once again, was questionable. But that time that he tracked back for that defensive work, that was sick. And I think the whole crowd applauded it. So, hats off to him for that. And
for me, still, I think we've got a player there that we don't appreciate. I mean, we as Liverpool fans do, but he's too much. He's too much. Tight spaces. He's not selfish. Always at the right place at the right time. That's not luck. That's signs of a good centre forward. Yeah. Everyone used to say that Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy was a great striker because he knew where to be in the box. Shearer knows where to be in the box. Henry, well, actually, no, he was different. He scored goals from everywhere. But those balls that come back, and you can probably relay about 4 or 5 in the back of your mind. There's no look finishes, but he's always there. He's always in the right position. And then for Keita's goal, again, not being selfish, making the spaces. So, mate,
So how do you feel about going into this second leg now, where we are in the situation?
Second leg, well, obviously, if you'd given me 2-0, I would have said bite your hand off. I just think that it's going to be nervy because if they get, it's like get 1, get 2, isn't it? We need to kill the game off. An away goal for me kills the game off. So then they've got to score 2, and then there's an away goal as well. I'd still think we need to score a goal at their place. Otherwise, it's too nervy. That's what I think.
I'm feeling quietly confident. I would say I think we will get an away goal, and that will just settle the nerves, as you said there. So on to Sunday against Chelsea, big game. They're playing on Thursday against, or was it Prague, yeah, Slavia Prague. So all we need is that 3 points. Man City have got Crystal Palace away, and I've always been talking about this game, so I want to see how that plans out. Until then, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and comment. Peace.